This right here is Colorado's 5th tallest peak, and somehow it's still underrated.
La Plata Peak rises to 14,336 feet, surrounded by a sea of 14ers, but this one doesn't see nearly the same crowds. I'm starting my hike at 4:30 a.m., the kind of early where the world feels asleep. It's pitch black, just my headlamp beam cutting through the trees, the sound of the creek in the distance, and the crisp alpine air that instantly wakes you up. As the minutes pass, the first hints of sunrise start painting the peaks around me, and the darkness slowly gives way to an outline of the mountains. It's one of my favorite parts of hiking, watching the day come alive while you're already deep into the trail. After crossing into the Collegiate Peaks Wilderness area, the trail starts to get serious. You begin to climb a series of 3 distinct switchback sections. Your legs wake up fast here, and it's easy to find a rhythm. The second starts to open up and you catch your first glimpse of the rest of the route. It's one of those moments where the mountain says, yep, you're going up there. The third set is where you start to feel the work. The winds pick up and suddenly you're stepping onto the ridge. From this point forward, there's nothing to hide from the elements. Strong sun, wind that can knock you sideways, and absolutely no shade. This is where sun protection matters. I'm wearing the Himalaya Eclipse sun hoodie here, which has become my go-to for days like this. The ridge is also where the views explode. You're standing above tree lines surrounded by peaks in every direction, and it's hard not to stop every few steps and just take it in. Once you're on the ridge, the route gets tricky. The trail doesn't just politely guide you to the top. This is where you have to pay attention. You'll find a web of unofficial social trails crisscrossing the slope, and not all of them lead to where you want to go. The goal is simple: work your way up and around the buttress looming ahead. There's no single right line, but some are definitely better than others, and you'll know if you've picked the wrong one when it gets too loose or too steep. This section is rated Class 2, which means you'll be using your hands occasionally, stepping on rocks and navigating uneven terrain. It's nothing extreme, no ropes, no exposure that's going to make your stomach drop, but it's technical enough that your footwear matters. Hiking boots or trail runners are both fine here, but make sure they have solid rubber. I'm wearing my Scarpa Rebel runs. They stick to the rocks and have good grip. Without that grip, you'll waste energy second guessing your footing the whole way up. Once you clear the buttress, the route finally opens up and the summit gets closer. This is where La Plata really rewards you. No false summits to play tricks on your mind. The trail is still steep, but mentally, it's easier when you can actually see your goal. The ground is a mix of packed dirt, rocks, and a few short boulder sections. You just keep climbing, and with every step, the views expand. The higher you get, the more you can see. Mount Elbert, Mount Massive, the endless ridges of this mountain range. On a clear day, I bet you could see half the state from up here. And then you're there, standing at 14,336 feet with 360 degrees of alpine beauty around you. I like to take a moment here, not just for photos, but to actually breathe it in. These are the moments that stick with you long after your legs forget to burn. From here, the only way is down, and La Plata's descent is no joke. The steep climb you fought your way up is just as steep going down. If you've ever hiked before, you know that downhill is where mistakes happen. Take your time, watch your footing, and don't let tired legs rush you. La Plata Peak might be underrated, but that's part of the charm. It's challenging without being intimidating, scenic without being overcrowded, and it gives you a little bit of everything and some of the best summit views in Colorado. If you're looking for a 14er that makes you earn every step but rewards you tenfold, La Plata deserves a spot on your list.